Blingy Greetings. It's your Bling International Diva Confident Miss Bling, and it is a wonderful. Well, it wasn't too bad. I didn't go outside today, but I saw that people were saying the weather was kind of crazy here in Atlanta for it to be April. But I feel like it was okay. I see the sun is shining. I wish I could kind of pan the camera over there, but y'all can see the sun shining on me because the sun is in me. And the sun is in my awesome guest, Bianca. She is going to come on. Now, I'm a confident diva. She's a confidence motivator. So we're going to talk about who she is, what she do, and let's go on and get into it. Come on in, Bianca. How are you?
Hi, hey, what's going on? Oh,
Hey.
listen, Miss Bling, I am jealous because I'm here in New Jersey and you said that the sun is shining and it is pitch black over here. I'm like, that is weird because we on the same coast.
Oh, I know, right? Look, I get the luxury of seeing the sunset every day.
Right,
It
right.
takes 4 minutes for the sun to set, but it be up all day, right?
Ooh,
Oh,
beautiful.
I
I
wish
am
I could
look.
let me share it with you real quick. Can you see it?
No, you not.
Ah!
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm like,
Thank
let
you
me
for
give us
that.
some of the sunshine real quick.
I love that.
How are you, love?
I am well. I just want to say thank you so much for having me. Um,
No
I don't
problem.
know if I could say this. This is kind of like, oh, you know, you say, but the cherry, like the new thing that you do. This is my first like official interview, and I'm excited. So thank
Yay!
you so much for having me. Oh my God.
No problem. I popped your interview, Cherry.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
I
like,
love
can I
it.
say that? Right.
Well, look, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Um, that's all I can tell you. We're just gonna have a lot of fun. So
Okay.
you're in good hands. You are in
Okay.
great hands. So yes, we know you as Bianca. Say your last name because I don't want to butcher it.
Sade.
Shadai. Okay, I just want to make sure Bianca Shadai because you know, like, no, it's Shadai.
You everybody listen, everybody pronounce it that way, Shadai. And I was just getting super offended, right? Until one day I was like at an event and somebody came up to me and say, you know what your names mean? And I was like, no, which one? They was like Shadai. I said, that ain't how you say it. They're like, no, it's like a no, they was like it's a queen. And I forget where he said, but it was a queen who actually passes crowns like
Oh,
basically say you are worthy of this, like so I said maybe I don't mind the Shaddai. So it is in
yeah.
the Bible as Shaddai. So yeah, but it is my mother was trying to be fancy instead of Shade. She spelt it with the Hadai. So it is Sade.
Okay.
Bianca Sade.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, Bianca Shadai is in the building, y'all. She is a
Yeah.
multipreneur, and I love that. Let's get into you being a multipreneur investor in finance and you're a business mentor. So let's talk about some of what you do.
Yeah. So well actually I want to go back, right?
Okay.
I'm a girl from Newark, New Jersey, right? I did everything what I thought was right, what society told us to do. I went to school, college, and all that good stuff. And I
Okay.
actually went to school for finance and business.
Okay.
And I actually landed a job on Wall Street. I worked there for about 5 years, but then I got bored. I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this. And in that midst of me being bored, I was actually laid off. And I just start like trying to figure out what Bianca wanted, like what made me feel good, what filled my cup. And I ran across like this network marketing, and I really found fond of just like kicking it with people, right? Making people smile, like whatever I could do. I always say we are born to make, someone's life or be a helper in someone's life. And I didn't know which route I wanted to take. However, when I started doing this network marketing and I was always around people and I was, giving them tips and, I was in the health and wellness industry. So I was actually helping people build their confidence, physically. And I just fell in love with it. So, they start calling me coach. I did very well in this company. In a year, I was a top earner, which I was able to make 7 figures within that year. And, I just took off from there. And I
Okay.
just wanted more. I just wanted more. And I recently decided to part ways with that company. I
Okay.
did do something else, and we probably get into it during the interview. But I want to say, like, even me being a finance major, even me working on Wall Street, even when I thought it was boring, it was just because I wasn't conditioned to be excited about investing in that type of way to get money, right? I was taught to, like, you get it, you spend it kind of thing, right? And I just want to really, I'm in a space right now that I want to learn more, right? And as I'm learning
Okay.
more, the people that's attached to me, I want to teach them that disconnect from, what we know, our relationship with our money, and try to kind of have this new relationship and build that. So that's where I am
Okay.
now. And now I'm investing, because although Miss Blink, I made a lot of money, I was in a space where I made so much money so fast. What am I going to do with it? Right?
Right.
I wasn't
Okay.
taught how to 10x my money, right? And I'm gonna be honest, like, even the people I was with, my mentors, they were great mentors at the time, but no one was able to teach me and say, Bianca, okay, you made 7 figures. Let me teach you how to make more of it instead of going to the jewelry store, right? I
Yeah.
always say my money was in my closet, Miss Bling, and I'm not happy about that. So that's where I am now. I'm excited to educate people on investing. I do have the background in it. Believe it or not, I went full circle, right? I used to work on
Okay.
Wall Street. I thought it was boring, but it's just so funny how life works. So this is where I am now.
Wow. You said something. So I know you know about Grant Cardone because you said 10x. I heard that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I actually went to I met Grant Cardone. I know his wife. I
Okay.
actually went to her badass woman's she has like this she does it in the summer, I think, and where we would learn how to, like, self-defense, shoot guns and all that stuff. Like, it was
Okay.
really fun. So yeah, I do know about the 10x from him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So you're an investor, and like you said, you made a lot of money, and you like, what do I do with this money? So saying that, with you being where you are now, what have you done? Like, have you done things with your community? Are you giving back? What are you doing with your money? Like, how are you, when you're making all the coins you're making, what are you doing to give back to the community?
Yeah, so um I love that this is my first interview, because I believe that when people are able to see your journey, like, I just didn't pop up and, oh, she's kind of trying to coach me. Like, I love the fact that I'm starting. So yeah, yes, I make money in this different sector of my life, but now I'm on this journey to, like, really educate people on the financial literacy side of, what to do with your money, right? How to
Right.
manage it, how to invest it. So going back to when I was making money, yes, I did a lot of things. But the first, I'm gonna be honest, I did a lot for my family. I was
Okay.
able to renovate my mom's house. We had for over I'm from the projects in Jersey City. My grandmother, she had 8 siblings, 8 kids, and her grandkids, and she bought a house. And when she passed away, she kind of, the house kind of dissolved. And I was able to help my mom get that house back, because my
Okay.
mom, she was just very, very just working so much trying to get her mother house that she worked so hard for. So I was able to
Yeah.
help my mom do that. I renovated it. I was able to my dad passed away a few months ago. That was
Oh,
really
I'm
hard for
sorry to
me.
hear
I
that.
was able to give back to he passed away from an overdose. So I found a um a home that helps with addiction, and I was able to give back to
Okay.
them, help. I donate. So I donate when I can. And
Yeah.
again, I'm just still learning and doing what I can just to make the world a better place. And that's where I am right now.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
my condolences to you for your losses, and I can relate because all of my grandparents, my parents, I've lost a couple of siblings, and
Mhm.
so I know what it's like to be in business and just be trying to live after the losses, you know.
Yeah.
So how has that been for you? Like, just coping and just coming back from the losses that you just experienced.
Ooh, well, that was my first time losing a parent.
Okay.
And it was at a time in my life where I didn't know who I was.
Mm.
I was doing a show, I was doing something very new. I was transitioning, right? I told you,
Okay.
that I was going through something where I always been like this. Even as a kid, Ms. Bling, it was just I always
Yeah.
get this feeling when it's time to move on, right? Like
Yeah.
it's time,
Right.
like what fulfills you. And around the time that my dad passed, I was moving so fast that it allowed me to like, really look at my life, right? Look at my family's life and really see what I want. It allowed me to slow down. It allowed me to put
Okay.
the things that I care most about, first. And that's when it hit me, I wanted to be more than just, health and wellness. I wanted to do more to help not only shape my life, but the people around me life. So I
Yeah.
always say, turn your pain into purpose.
Woo,
And
yes.
yeah, I think that's what it definitely did for me, and I'm still going through it, right? You never get over that. You just learn how to cope with it. But yeah, I'm doing much better. So we're
Nice.
doing good.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. So, some other things that you've done a plethora of things. One of the other things we hear you're a dancer, and you also dance for some people, mainstream artists. So, you want to talk a little bit about that, like your background and as working with entertainers.
Yeah, so I actually went to a performance art school in Newark, New Jersey, where I was a dance major. And straight out of high school, I
Okay.
used to go. I used to go to these auditions. I just wanted to be a dancer. I was just like, this is going to be my life. I want to be a dancer, and I used to go to auditions, and I landed
Okay.
at a part with Kat DeLuna. I don't know if you know her. Kat DeLuna. She was a Dominican artist, and she headlined
Yeah.
for Rihanna. So I went on tour with them and my earlier I think I was like 18 at the time, and that's when I was able to experience a
Okay.
little of the entertainment world. But yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. Cool. And I know that was like fun, coming up. This is the age that you're discovering who you are. And you feeling like
Yes.
that's where you want to be, that's what you want to do. So moving forward from there to now, like how do you feel about the transition in your life from then to see where you are right now?
Yeah, one thing I would say is that and it's just so funny that I'm saying this during this interview because it's just like hitting me. I always, reflect. And everything I do, I always try to look at the end, right? Start something with the end in mind. And even when I was dancing, I really thought that was it. I was just like, I'm gonna dance. And then I said, you know what? You gotta get old, Bianca. How are you gonna dance at 30? Like, I don't know if they're gonna, so I always thought about this. And I just know that everything happens not to us, but for us. I didn't
Right.
understand, but that was my first time really being where I got my confidence, right? I had to dance in front of millions of people. And
Yeah.
although I was scared, I always say I had these two personalities, right? I was flipping it. Even to this day, I kind of use it just to get my boldness and be able to speak. And
Yeah.
um, but I definitely had to go through everything I went through to be here, if that
Okay.
makes sense. So as
Yes.
far as the transitioning it's so funny because um I went through these phases in my life where I thought, again, I was going to be a dancer. Then I wanted to be a trader. Then I wanted to be this number one network marketer. And now I just want to be Bianca Shadai, So
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm proud of myself, Miss Bling. I don't know
I'm
if I,
proud of you too.
I'm proud of myself. It's so funny because I know I say I have the end in mind. I didn't know I would end up here, but I'm very excited for what's to come.
Yes. So let's talk about what's to come. And as we're talking about that, let's talk
Mhm.
about the title that you carry. You are the confidence motivator. Let's talk about, oh, yes. Yes, for that mug, honey. I see the mug what it
Oh
said.
yeah. You know
I'm
what's
like,
funny? I got this
yes.
Rich Rich B Juice. You know, no, it's so funny. I got this from one of my fellow entrepreneur friends. Her name is Miss Bling as well. And I
Okay.
bought this at like one of her little pop-ups. It's so cute, right? Um,
It is.
I try to drink out of that often, you know?
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. What was the question? I'm sorry.
You being the confidence motivator.
Hmm.
Let's talk about how you became the confidence motivator. Why
Yes.
they call you the confidence motivator.
And I love making people, as plain as it sounds, feel good. I always been that person. And without me even knowing that I was building people confidence, like you can't just make yourself these people, right? Like I couldn't make
Right.
myself coach. I couldn't just say, Miss Bling called me coach. Like that is something that has to be given to you. The
Right.
people, you got to be the people have to give you this stuff. So without me even
Right.
knowing, like me just being myself, um, in that process, in my journey, I will always hear people say, thank you, Bianca, so much. You gave me confidence, and not even knowing what, well, I'm gonna say woman because these young girls are women because that's mostly what I deal with, what they were going through, or that they were lacking confidence, right? I didn't even know at the time it was really confidence. I was really just pulling the best out of people. And
Okay.
yeah, and in turn, like I just seen some amazing people. I know like one of my girls who she was my number one student. She was able to do some extraordinary things. And I'm just so proud of her because when we had a moment to just like kick it, right? Like without the
Okay.
money, just kick it. And she just was able to tell me everything she overcame without me even knowing that I was aiding in that. So that's why I
Mm.
call me the confidence motivator. And I said, if I could do that for one, what if I could do that for two or the masses? Like,
Yes.
what would that look like as a girl gang that's kicking ass, that has all this confidence? And a lot of people just think confidence is just being bold. No,
Right.
confidence is everything. I believe confidence is just having this true balance of life and just knowing your purpose, right? Just knowing your
Yes.
purpose and feeling good with that. And last month, I was not always this confidence person, right? I didn't even know I lacked confidence in some areas. But being able to walk
Mm.
away from things that no longer serve you when you think those things is why you are where you are, that's confidence, right? Like
Yes.
walking in faith, that's confidence, right? Doing things, that you may not even feel like doing, but doing it because you got the end in mind. That's confidence. So
Yes.
again, that was not something that I start calling myself. My girls, I call them my girls, right? Some people call it still students. I don't even like saying students. My girls, gave me that, and I just, it was something I ran with because I was like, listen, if I could do that for one, and if I could do it for the masses, man, we'll have a girl gang that's changing the world. So that is
Yes.
where the confidence coach came in, and I believe that if you have confidence in every area of your life, in your relationships, as a parent, as a mom, as whatever, you
Yes.
will excel in that. So
Yes.
confidence is my number one.
Yes. And it's really important. You said something where people feel like being confident is being bold, and it's more than it. Like you said, being
Oh,
confident is everything. I've had someone to tell me, just looking at me, and this was somebody who I consider to be a sister to me, looking at
mm,
me out this, I can feel them burning me, looking at me with their eyes as I'm driving, and they like, you know what, I'm gonna steal your confidence.
mm,
That was deep.
mm. Oh, they said this out loud.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This came out their
Oh,
mouth.
oh
So
no.
I'm like, well, this can't be stolen. It was burnt. So this is something
Okay.
you can't take from me, you know?
Mm,
You cannot take confidence from someone. You don't just pick up the word confidence, put it on your chest, and then you become confident. It doesn't work like that. You have to go through things and overcome these things that you go through in your life to help add to your confidence. Because I feel like we're
mm-hmm,
all born confident, but then things happen and it kind of gets stripped
mm-hmm.
away. But
Yep,
you have to overcome the things that try to swallow you in your life. It's either sink or swim. So
yep.
what you gonna do?
Just don't drown.
Right.
Don't drown. You know, but it was so funny because I was just about to say that like a lot of people don't know, and I think people struggle with this is you're right. We all are born with confidence. Like, think about what we are babies.
Yes.
We don't think about these stuff. It's everything that we go through, but being okay with that uniqueness, like understanding that this is who you supposed to be. And here's another thing about
Yeah.
confidence too. I just have to say this because I feel like with social media being such a big part of our lives now, right? A lot of
Hmm.
us, like your friend, try to emulate the confidence or take someone's confidence by copying, and we strip ourselves with our uniqueness and with knowing that we are who we already supposed to be. We just got to find that. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. Like, you start
They
being
do.
jealous, you start comparing, you start,
Yes.
instead of just living in your truth. That's confidence, living in your
Yes.
truth. And then you have confidence people that, confidence could go two ways. A lot of people think confidence, oh, she got confidence, but people might look at me and say, oh, she's arrogant, right? Why do we
Right.
think confidence is arrogant, right? So I just want to be that person to kind of like redefine that,
Yeah.
redefine that, and knowing that it's okay to be you, and it's okay to be confident.
Yes.
Confidence don't mean that you're stuck up, or you think you're better. It's a certain type of grace you have. It's a certain type of light you protrude, you smile, and this is your life. So that was good. That was deep. That was deep
Yes,
because
it
I heard
was.
I heard that too. I heard that too a lot. So I'm like, they didn't say they want to steal my confidence, but it was just more like that steer, like you said, like, or
They
or
wanted
you,
to say it.
or make you feel bad for being the
Who
way
you
you
are.
are.
Hmm.
And then you go home and you like, damn, am I too much? Maybe I need to dim down my light.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
But we not letting that happen. So
Right. Don't dim down your light. I mean, I did that too, but I had to go through my journey too because yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's all
I'm gonna
good
stop
though.
there.
It's all good, But sometimes, we start talking about confidence, and it get. And I don't feel this with you, but I've talked about being confident with other people, and it made them uncomfortable.
Mm,
And I've been in rooms where I'm, talking to people, and you can tell the ones who are inspired and your light is shining on them, and they're receptive to who you are, and they're intaking your energy. And then you have that one person. It's always one, if it's none, who can't take you
mm,
because you just who you are.
mm.
So I'm saying this to you. Continue to be you. Continue to walk into being this confidence motivated, because there's so many of us who are lacking what you have, and they need your energy.
Mhm. Yeah. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that, Miss
you're
Bling. You
welcome.
too. You too. Like I
Thank
feel the
you.
energy. So I just appreciate. I appreciate this when two women can talk about these things that we don't talk about enough without
Yes.
feeling like we're taking from each other. And I just appreciate your platform. I appreciate
No
us
problem.
even
Thank you.
conversing about this. But I think it's super
Yeah.
dope. But
Thanks.
again, that was something that I didn't give myself this. Even with my team, when they say, "Oh no, you're gonna be the confident," I'm like, I don't. It's that stigma. I'm like, and I started
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I don't want to be Bianca. You're just so good." I'm like, yeah, but I just want them to see me. And,
Yes.
and and if they give me that, then I'll take it.
Yeah.
So
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. So and this is another reason why I do what I do, because I love to celebrate others. I love to
oh
celebrate
yes.
the accomplishments that they've done. Like, you've done some amazing, amazing things. Like, we got like what, 20 more minutes left, but I could probably talk 20 more minutes about the stuff that I've read that you've done. So let's get a little bit back into that. So
Okay.
you did do total life changes, TLC.
Yes.
How was that? And are you still doing it now?
Okay. So total life changes changed my life. That was the pick me upper. And I say that because when I lost that job on Wall Street, um, it was a time in my life that I was very depressed. I couldn't take care of my child, right? I
Okay.
became a single mom. And I was just going through something that most of us do, right? Like our identity
Yeah.
crisis. I was like, Bianca, you worked so hard. You did everything you were supposed to do. How did you end up on your mama's couch? And my mom introduced me to Total Life Changes. And
Okay.
one day I just got up and said, Bianca, you're better than this, right? Where is that light? And I decided to detox, detox my
Okay.
life. And with that detox, I was selling detox. And it just turned into a not alone thing. Like I wasn't the only single mom. I wasn't the only struggling person. I wasn't the only person who felt like, they messed up. I wasn't the only person that was looking at themselves and didn't even know who was looking back at them. It was like, you
Mm.
know, it's a lot of people going through this and let's help each other. So
Yeah.
it did that for me, in the process of me helping myself, I was helping so many people. And again, that's where I found my thing. That's where I found, like you said, I like celebrating people, right? I like,
Yes.
just saying, making people feel good. And Total Life Changes was able to do that for me. So I'm not with Total Life Changes anymore. I just
Okay.
recently transitioned, maybe 3 months ago.
Okay.
But the company is amazing. And I just decided to, move on.
Cool. Cool. And I've been there too. I've had my share with them, and I've done the detox and the
You did Total Life
NRG.
Changes?
Yes, I did.
Listen, I
I
think, I'm gonna be honest, I think we did a pretty good job at being very loud about this detox. Because every
yes,
person I meet, they have at least tried it. At
yeah,
least tried it.
yeah. I agree.
Were you in
It's
the business, or did you were you like, you just tried the product?
both. I was in
Okay.
the business a couple of times. I was in it a couple of times, and it worked. It worked for me on both ends.
Okay.
I got so much stuff going on, girl. But it
Yeah.
did. It worked. It worked for me. And from time to time, I will still do the detox. I mix
Uh-huh.
it with some other tea that I concocted some stuff I didn't put together. But
Right.
um, when I'm coming back from, if I'm not eating right or I have a binge day or something crazy I'll do like, okay, no, I gotta reset. I need to clean my system, my spirit, my
Yeah.
soul. I need to
Okay.
clean all of that and go and do me a little detox real quick. And so that's
Detox
what
my
I'm.
life.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it did, girl. So that was cool.
Yeah.
One of the other things, so tell me about IGNs. What's this with IGNs?
Okay. So when I started, when I was making all of this money, right, I was just like, yo, I gotta figure out what to do with my money. My money cannot just literally just sit in my bank account, or me like shopping and investing in crypto and all of this stuff we see everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But most of us don't even jump into it because we don't know. Like we don't
Right.
understand it. We're scared, right? And most important, I'm talking for myself. I didn't
Okay.
understand it, so I didn't want to put my money anywhere I didn't understand. And then,
Gotcha.
I start, scared money don't make no money. I know that. I say that. So I'm like, Bianca, you really have to like do something. Like so many people are looking up to you. So many people are wanting to know, what are you gonna do? And I decided to jump into something. Someone told me about an investment. I invested in a penny stock, girl. And what I saw
Okay.
that penny stock do in like 3 months, I said, wait, what? Why are we all not investing? And I said, aha, because we lack the education.
Yes.
And at the time, I didn't know that I was going to leave Total Life Changes, right? So I
Okay.
was trying to figure out how I was going to, educate my team of what to do with a dollar and do TLC. And I could have, you know, did that. But when I was going through whatever I was going through and I decided to leave, this came in my lap. And it was about financial literacy, teaching us how to do what the 1% do. And when I looked into it,
Gotcha.
because I'm a skeptic, Miss Bling, I'm not just doing anything. I have to make sure it works, especially if my name is going to go on it. So I had to do some
Right.
research. And like like all the education, the experts. So IGN basically is a company that is literally the product is educating on financial literacy. They have
Okay.
experts. They have, they teach you how to trade, right? They have
Okay.
live trading. They have they have experts that's teaching about NFTs. So in my mind, I feel like as a culture, we are always last with everything. Everything. Like even now, right? Do you have friends that say, "Oh, I remember Bitcoin came
Yeah.
out. If I would have only invested in Bitcoin then." It's like, okay, you didn't do it now. Why not now? You didn't do it then. Why not now? Right.
Right.
So I want to be that vessel in that. I want to be the person that's going around the community, state to state, showing people and getting them comfortable with investing, knowing what to do with their dollar, knowing the truth about banks, right?
Right.
Knowing and being comfortable in that space, because if it's no one, like I just feel like everyone is always talking about how to get millions, right? But what happens when you do get it? What happens
Yes.
when you do get it? Because then you're gonna be like a Bianca Shadai, right? Getting it and spending it so fast that you're gonna end
Okay.
up like at square one. And I want to make sure that not only are we making money, but we're learning how to manage it. Again, having this better relationship with money, and just being part of that percentage where we're coming in bold and being traders and able to say, listen, I got every crypto, right? Metaverse ain't nothing. I got real estate in that. I know about NFTs. Matter of fact, this artwork just sold for this, and we are a part of that. So that's all I'm trying to do. And iGenius is just the tool that I'm using, because it's just a great platform, because I don't know everything. I'm not going to sit here and say like
Okay.
I'm an expert. I'm not an expert. However, I'll be able to, give you some insight from my background, what's been working for me, what I've learned in the last 3 months, right? That could change your
Okay.
life. And that's all I'm trying to do.
Cool. Cool.
Yep.
That's super dope. Okay, so what about this trade and travel tour? Tell us about this. That sounds so dope.
So, oh my God. So let me ask you, what are the top 3 things you like to do?
Travel.
Okay.
I like to travel. I literally just came back from traveling. I like to bling. I'm really crafty. I
Okay.
bling everything. I was sitting here working
Yeah.
before we started and in class. And I love to learn. I love to
Oh,
read. I learned to learn. I learned to learn and read and do new things. When I talk to my friends or my family, I'm like, hey, I'm in a class right now. Learning to host and do my own courses, my own digital courses.
mm.
So I'm going to be teaching people how to do podcasts professionally. I've been in the business for 15 years.
Oh, I
So
would
just
love
teaching
that.
that. Yes, I would love to have you as a
Oh,
student.
I love that. And I think you would be great at that, like the courses
Thank
and stuff.
you.
I think the world is just turning, like, if you just pay attention, the world is all about education. Like, people
Yes.
pay thousands of dollars just to go on a webinar to learn something. Like, more than ever, people want to learn. So, the reason I asked you that question is because like most people are like you and I, right? They
Yeah.
want to travel. You need money to travel. A lot of people say they want
Yes.
like money to making money and
Yeah.
learning. And that's what it is for me. This is why right now IGNs is my thing. Um
Okay.
but I want to just make sure people know the basics, because what I did find out, Ms. Bling, is from joining iGenius is a lot of us don't even know the basics. So even
Right.
coming into iGenius, I'm not gonna say I was embarrassed, but I was just like, I knew some of the stuff just because I had that background. But for the majority, it's like, what is a crypto wallet? You know,
Right.
you could buy fractions of. Oh, I never bought Bitcoin because it costs so much. It's $46,000. It's like, no, sis, you could buy fractions of it. We're
Right.
letting the lack thereof of the education part stop us. And I have a problem with that. Like, I'm like, I want to travel and teach people
Yes.
this. So people see the travel and trade as, for me, is really, again, going to state and educating on the basics. right? Teaching
Yes.
people the basics. Not even it is really not about iGenius, right? Me and my homegirl said, we just gonna teach the people the basics, right? We're gonna educate what we've learned because that basics taught us so much and opened so many doors for us just by knowing these basics. So if we could teach people the basics, how to trade, what it like, the brokerage accounts that you can have to trade, the different crypto. I'm tired of people thinking that Bitcoin is the only coin that's out there, right? It's so
Right.
many that is out there, right? Just informing them like that, and then you know not saying leave your 9 to 5, because I feel like, and another thing, we in this era, leave your job is so irresponsible. Like, I feel like it has to be a process. Like I want to, so if you could earn some extra money and take, your $1,000 you might have put in your savings account, and instead of getting 1% back on your money, like I'll show you how to get 10x that. Like I could show
Yeah.
you what to do, like what the banks do that you could do for your own money. Right? Did you
Right.
know that? Did you know like the banks take your savings account and they go trade it? Right? And they make their profit and they turn around and give you the 0.01%. That bothers me. But it's
Yes.
because of the lack of education. So trade and travel is just that, Ms. Bling. We are going around, we teaching the basics. So even if you don't join our genius, you're gonna leave and say, wow, I have a fraction of a Bitcoin. I understand, right? I have this wallet, so I won't be last. So I don't when this, because it will catch up, right?
Right.
You'll be ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that's what me and my girl is doing. So that is what trade and travel is, just informing people
Okay.
about the financial literacy, what to do with your money, to grow it, to manage it, to have this better relationship with your money, and just learn not to like just spend it on the things. Like when we say financial freedom or leaving stuff, like I want to leave my son assets, right?
Yes.
I want to teach my son, Ms. Bling, I'm gonna change this really quick. I started learning how to trade. It was so funny because I was like, it's so boring. I don't want to do this. I told you this, right? Now I'm so fond of it. Like, like learning about this stuff and understanding. It's like, oh wow. So I'm in the house and I trade in the morning for an hour.
Okay.
Learning, doing live trading. And it's so cute. Like my son is usually playing video games, he's 11 years old. That's what they do. And I went in
Okay.
there, I think I had to bring something in his room. And I went in there and I hear it. So when you trade on this platform we use, it's like a pop. It like pop to tell you if you went into a trade. So I hear the
Okay.
pop and I said, wait, no, I know I'm not trading nothing. So I look and he's like on his, instead of like, he has like this whole, the three screens, right? With the, he
Okay.
plays his video games on. And he's using a kids trading platform because he heard me excited about this.
Oh.
He's into NFTs. He drew this NFT that he wants to put on OpenSea. And it's like, I never spoke to him about this. It's like what I said to you earlier. We are conditioned to do the things that we were taught to do. Without me
Yes.
even telling him, he's catching on. My son is able to do things that grown people don't even know how to do. And I just love that.
Nice.
I love that for my
Yes.
household right now. I just love it. So that's what trade and travel is about, just informing
Okay.
and educating on the basics. And if you want to level up and do more, you could attach and, be a part of like our whole entire movement.
Cool, cool. So where can we expect to see you travel? Like, do you have some? Do you have what? Where are you going? Where? How? Because I'm excited about this. I'm like, okay, are you gonna be here in Atlanta? Because you gotta let me know if you touch down in the A, so I can come and find out more about it. Because I'm learning about trading, and
Oh,
I have a wallet with some stuff in it, and
good.
it's so many different platforms. It's a lot.
It seems like
So
it does seem like a lot, but once you get the hang of it and just understand like that the future is digital, you're gonna start understanding. It's gonna become second nature to you because I can't even believe where I am with it now, right?
okay,
So as far as the tour dates, we are still figuring the tour dates out.
okay.
Um, we will be in Atlanta. I'll make sure I let you guys know.
Okay.
I'll definitely drop the tour dates on my social medias. We will
Okay.
be in New Jersey, of course, New Jersey. We are going to Miami, LA. We're going to Canada. We're going to try to hit all the states, definitely all the states. And then eventually, um, you know, We're going to go to some exotic places, trade and travel. It's as far as when we build our
Mm,
community of like,
okay.
traders or, the people who are attached with us that just want to take it to a next level. So that's where the trade and travel will blossom. We're going to have like some retreats, right? So
Okay.
we're excited about that. Yeah. So we don't have like definite tour locations, but you would definitely
Okay.
see us in your area. And I promise you we will
Cool.
drop it soon.
Cool. Cool. Well, that's good to know.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
It's good to know. Just because we as women, we trying to figure so many different women that I talk to that's trying to figure out how to become financially free.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot are I've had conversation with people that's really great at crypto and some like they ain't playing with that.
Yeah.
and
That was
I
me.
yeah,
That was me. That was me 3 months ago. I was like, "Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be a trader." Oh my God. Now I'm like, it's just like, oh my, it's so cool. That's all I can say about it. It's just so cool.
okay.
Like Miss Bling, I'm gonna just say this. People are literally doing trades and able to make thousands of dollars in a split second. This is
Mm,
this is
okay.
what the skill. It's just a skill, right? I always
Okay.
say knowledge is something that can never be taken from you. So even if you just want to pick up a skill and do it an hour a day, this is what the doors that this is the opportunity that you're able to have for yourself just by this skill. So
Cool. Cool.
yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to it when you come here, honey, because I'm gonna
Yeah,
be in the
right.
room. Please just make sure you
Yes.
let me know when you touch down so
You will
I can
kill
join.
it. And here's the thing too, it's not a lot of you said something about the woman, right? I hate
Mhm.
the sound of it. I just love my girls, you know. But this is a male dominated industry.
It is.
It really is. And it's like, hello, I'm all for, you know, I'm all for the fight. Like I just love learning new things and be able to like, put other women on. And why not? Imagine Miss Bling, we on here, you got your podcast, right? Like I'm doing my thing. You like,
Yes.
oh, what else? Oh, we day trade, just 30 minutes, oh, we got all these
Right.
investments. Oh, yeah, we investors. Like, I want that on my
Right.
title. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. I'm really excited about it.
Cool. Cool. And it's just I mean, and out of all of that, we've been talking 43 minutes. Well, I'm still not done because this other stuff that you've done,
Okay, I'm gonna
that
shut
we
up.
haven't even
I'm gonna
talked about.
shut up.
We got a couple more, just a little bit more.
Okay, what
So
you?
let's talk about this the docu series that you were just featured on.
Uh-oh.
The the $1 million hustle.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
So, first of all, this is like my first time doing. I did dance on stages, right? This is very different than a
Okay.
camera, like reality, right? So they call it a docu-series, and we literally was like a reality show. Every day for 4 months, we were taping. And $1 Million Hustle is about the boss woman who turned nothing out of something and was able to take um not only them, right? Be able to change so many lives in the process of changing their own lives and
Okay.
extraordinary things happen, right? And I say
Okay.
that because like in the beginning of this, I told you, I was on my mom's couch and I
Yeah.
took a company, right? It's network marketing company and was able to learn the power of helping others. And in turn, you will help yourself. And
Yeah.
it just showed our process. It showed us how we work together as a team. A lot of people see us on social medias or they meet us at an event as a lot of
Okay.
energies, right? It's different personalities, and it's girls making a lot of money. And,
Okay.
it's life. So it was a very different experience for me. It was a time in my life. Again, my dad passed during the taping of the show, so that is
Okay.
on there. So I'm in this very, for me, I'm in this very vulnerable state. But it was a great
Okay.
experience. It allowed me to. I went through. It's so funny because I know I'm gonna have so many conversations about this right when it airs,
Uh-huh.
but I was in a position where the whole world will be able to see me in a transition and throughout like a journey, but it's being televised and different emotions, right? Like, $1 million hustle, what we go through, you know,
Right.
what it is, what the relationships is like, what our everyday look like being a part of this number one network marketing company and being top earners, like the responsibility, how we work with our team and the docu they call it a docu series because the show was we had like all of these every week we had these competitions, right?
Okay.
Between each other, right? We were the leaders of the company and we had these competitions with each other and we just had to like, bang it out. And, the best man won and that's kind of like how it went. But a lot of things came out with that, television being new to most of the girls.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yep.
Okay. I understand. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I can relate.
Were
And
you
I've been on TV. I
okay?
was on a docu series as well, but we did a weight loss journey that followed my whole entire weight loss journey. So being vulnerable and
Yes.
transitioning, it was called Family by the Ton on CLC a couple of years ago.
Oh
And
wow,
so
yes.
I get it with that. It's like a different place to be in, but people don't know like what you go through on the other side of the camera before
Yeah.
you see what's created and what's shown to the world. So you got this is like you got to be this just you just have to be this strong individual, confident
Mhm.
individual to be able to do something like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
People don't understand.
Right.
So with that being said, the experience for you was great, right?
Yeah.
It did something as far as, do you feel like it made you a better person? Like the takeaways after you saw it on TV?
Well, it didn't air yet. Um, it's
Okay.
it was planned to air in March, but it was pushed
Right.
back a little bit. I believe
Okay.
it's gonna air very soon. So
Okay.
I haven't experienced that yet. I haven't experienced me looking at myself and replaying that, but I am
Okay.
preparing. I am preparing for that. But I'm excited. I'm excited to I always wanted not this necessarily, right? But we get what
Okay.
we pray for. And I'm
Yeah.
excited to see the journey. Not too excited to see like, me going through some of the things I went through, but um you're right. Like I think even me just being a person who watch reality so much,
Yeah.
like now being the person on the other side, it's like, whoa,
It
like,
is.
whoa, you have just no idea. So I learned a lot. It definitely um made me who I am now. It gave me courage to, you know, um make a lot of decisions that I have now.
Yeah.
I don't think without that experience, I would be so confident in this moment now, if that makes sense.
Yes. It makes a lot
Okay.
of sense.
I
We
am
can.
very confident with my decision. I am very confident of who I am. And
Yeah.
I had to, I said, things don't happen to us, it happens for us. And
Yes.
that's where I am.
Yes. Awesome. And one last thing I want to cover before I say this, one last thing.
Yep.
Um, you're gonna have to come back so that we can because I want to know how you feel about this experience after you've seen it on TV. It's just it's beautiful.
Yes.
Just
Yes. I
just
was
it's
listen,
beautiful.
you gotta do one of my first interviews. You got Miss
Okay,
Miss Miss Bling, like we gotta do this. So yeah, I'll be happy to come
let's do
back
it.
to tell you, to even like replay little bits of this Miss Bling, when I told you I didn't, girl, I didn't know it was gonna be like this. But I'll be more than happy to come and let talk about the episodes, that I'm seeing.
Awesome.
And yeah, let's do it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to that. And then the last thing,
Yes.
Sade's B-Day body fitness collection, because I love fitness. So let's talk about that. What's going on with this fitness line?
So I didn't tell you, like, when I was, I was always crazy. Like, I always was a person that one income was not enough. So although I was working on Wall Street, I had a good job
Okay.
there. I opened up a boutique in my hometown. So I was selling like woman apparel, cute little like clothes or whatever.
Okay.
And then once I started doing, total life changes, I decided to just focus on that. Like, that was like my main thing. I focused on that. I let my boutique go, and that was just my
Okay.
mainstream. And I always love fashion. Like, I just love, like, physically, right, internally is important to me, right, mentally, all of that. But I believe that confidence have a lot to, like, how people see themselves, right?
Right.
And I don't care what anyone says, like, you feel good, right? You feel better when you look good, right?
Right.
So I always want to see the person, like, I love dressing up people, doing all that. So anyway, again, when I'm transitioning, I'm like, Bianca, you really love fashion. Bianca, you really love to dance. Bianca. So all of these things is going through my mind, is like, why do I have to choose? Why do I have to just do one thing? Why can't we women have it all? We deserve it all, kind of thing, right? So
Yes.
because I was in health and wellness, because I fell in love with health, right? I
Yeah.
believe health is your wealth. Instead of me going back to like just boutique apparel, I said I want to come out with um a fitness line, right? Because that
Okay.
is something that, although I'm no longer in the health and wellness company, that is something that is a part of me. This is how, this was a part of my journey. This is something, when I talk about balance, right? I get up every day, I work out, right? I eat healthy. I want to make sure that the woman that's attached to me understand that balance. Okay.
Okay.
So um, I just want, you to feel good while you're working out. So the Body Fitness B-Day body is just about, looking good at the gym, and you can leave the gym. Like right now, a lot of people is wearing workout clothes to just run errands, or even,
Yeah.
go out. I went to dinner the other day. This girl, she had some heels on with some cute workout. I was like, oh, you look so cute. So that's what it's about. Like, I just
Yeah.
want you to be able to, like, be comfortable. Be comfortable and know that you could
Yeah.
work out in this and you could go out, and it's about balance. Like, you can have it all. So that is
Yeah.
my B-Day body apparel, and I get some really cute quality pieces. So it's not no raggedy workout stuff. Like, you are gonna be tucked. I love to get like control tummy stuff. So
Okay.
everything is snatched, right? And you
Yes.
working out and you feeling good, and that's B-Day body. And more to come.
Ooh.
More to definitely come.
Cool, cool. Okay, well, we're getting ready to close out, but I do want to
Okay.
say thank you so much for coming to my Blingdom and Blinging the Airwaves with me today. It was really fun learning about
Yeah.
all the amazing things that you do and have done and are doing. You're welcome to come back anytime and let us know. Definitely, we gonna have you back. It's gonna be a part two because we already
Yay.
said that. So
All right. Thank
yes,
you.
so
Go ahead. I'm
so,
sorry.
oh no, no, no problem. So, there's one question that I ask everybody: if it's anything that you could think of that you would want me to bling out for you, what would it be?
Well, hmm.
I bling everything. So, if there's anything you can think of that you would want me to bling out for you, what would it be?
Well, the first thing on my mind is my baby car. I love my car. That thing could be blinged out, baby, but no. Um, um, oh, I would love like a little workout, like to do like a little one of my exclusive workouts, my favorite workout with like a little bling of my logo,
Okay, okay, I can
you
see
know,
that.
like a cute. Imagine going to the gym on the treadmill, you blinged
And you
out,
just
like you just
right. I see
like
it.
what
I
is that?
see it. Okay, we're gonna have to
Right?
work on that.
Listen, it's about confidence, baby. If that bling don't give you confidence, come on.
Yes,
That is
yes,
cute. We gotta talk about that.
yeah, we do. We do. Okay, but girl, yes, please give us your social media, your website, any information where people can reach you. Um,
Yes. Yes, well, first of all, thank you, Miss Bling, so much for popping my cherry on my first interview, right? I
you're
love
welcome.
this. I love it, love it. I had a great time. Thank you so much, so much, so
You're
much.
welcome.
I will never forget this. But yes, I am Bianca Shadai. You can find me on Instagram, Bianca Shadai, right? At Bianca Shadai, BiancaShadai. My B-Day Fit collection you can find at shopbday.com. That's shopbdai.com. And there you have it. So that's my,
Awesome.
and then check me out, of course, coming real soon on $1,000,000 Hustle. You will see me there as well. So make sure you guys follow Lifetime, because that is the network that we will be blessing the screens with. So I can't wait
Yes.
to be back, Miss Bling. Again, thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
yeah.
All righty. Well, you take it easy and we will talk again soon. You have a wonderful evening.
Yay. Thank you guys. Bye.
Okay. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
That was an amazing interview. And thank you again for Bianca Shadai for coming through and blinging the airwaves with me tonight. She told you everywhere that you can find her. Many blessings to you and your tour and the TV show and the fitness line and iGenius and all the amazing things that you have going on. So we are going to go ahead and sign off. It has been amazing being here with you. It's your confident diva, Miss Bling, and I'll see you next time. Blinky love. I'm out. Peace.